We're live. Welcome back to the Smart Pizza Marketing Live. Very, very excited for my guest. I've been trying to get Ali on with me for a long time, and he's been a little reluctant, but I finally got him on. So Chef Ali Haider of 786 Degrees in Los Angeles is joining us tonight. We're going to talk pizza. We're going to talk motivation. We're going to talk Yelp. We're going to talk all kinds of stuff. We're just going to have a good time. So Ali, thanks so much for joining me on the show. Welcome to the show.
Oh no, thank you so much, buddy. It's really an honor to be part of this because I'm one of those guys who listens to pretty much all your episodes and tries to write down notes. I'm one of those guys, and it's literally a pleasure for me to be in that caliber to be on your show. So yeah, well, you're going places, buddy, and I want to be part of it with you. Take you.
Well, you are too, and I want to be part of it too. And hopefully, when I come out, the Pizza Expo. If you're watching this live, the Pizza Expo is happening next week, so I'm heading out to Los Angeles. Hopefully, I'm going to do my best to stop into your restaurant, and then we'll do maybe like some sort of live stream from in there. So that's going to be fun. So that's going to be awesome. So Ali, welcome to the show. You've been all over the place the last year or two. You've been really passionate about pizza. I love the telling stories in the pizza industry. Obviously we do a marketing show, but I love telling the stories of why people are doing what they're doing. And You're obviously passionate about it, and you're really good at it. So tell people, how did you get started? Like, what made you love pizza and love what you're doing now?
Perfect. Well, it all started, I would say. Well, let me take you back. My background is I was a product specialist, spokesman for automotives, Audi, Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Porsches. I never sold them, but I was the guy who always talks about them. I'm sure all these. How we visit auto shows, and there are beautiful ladies out there, and there's this guy with the microphone unveiling a brand new car. I was the one majority of the time. So
no way.
I did that because I'm blessed to speak 6 different languages as well.
Really?
Yes, sir. So that was one of the opportunities I was presented with. I was like, cool. I love people. So I would travel all around the world, but mostly United States, many different states, and I love traveling. That was when I was not married, so I enjoyed all bits and pieces of it. And then even after I got married, that was great. But one fine day, the coolest thing was traveling and driving all these beautiful cars and living like a 007 lifestyle kind of thing. It was really fun. But as soon as we were planning to have a baby, and my baby was about to be there. His name is Ghazi. I was like, nah, you know what? This is not life. I really want to be close to my kid, so I want to see him walk, talk, and grow with it. So by this time, I was with those guys for about 9 years. So what can I do so I can get close to my family and stay home? So and that was the time we were blessed with a house as well. And imagine this peak time. You just achieved the American dream, being an immigrant myself. And I was like, no, I want to change my career. I was like, what? So anybody I would talk to, they were like, no, Ali, hold on, buddy. This is the wrong time. You worked so hard to get where you are, and everything is going fine. Because by that time, after 9-12 years experience with what I did, I just had to show up, And
how old were you at the time?
I was probably I started about 22-ish, and all the way up to from that age, from 23, 24, they hired me, they took me on. And struggles of an immigrant.
How old are you now?
How old do you think?
I think you look like you're like 30.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I'm about 35. Yeah.
Are you really 35? Yeah, you look young.
Cool. You should see my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, super, super young. So it's my blood, and I'll take it. It's awesome. Well, so I would travel a lot. That was unbelievably fun. Then I decided, you know what, I want to stay close to home, because this is everything for me. I worked so hard, and I started getting into depressions too because staying away from my family. So I said, what can I do? So my wife is like, you destroy my kitchen anyways every weekend, so might as well make your own, right? So that's where it triggered. Like, oh, okay, hold on. And I'm a huge foodie. I'm a hardcore foodie. And every city I would visit, I would always keep a journal,
really?
And I would drink, no gamble, So when my colleagues, they would go to parties, and I would try to sneak out, try to find the local place where I can get some recipes down and kind of enjoy the food, like really hardcore. So I had this heavy journal with me. I said, okay, you know what? But I never thought I'm going to get into it. But that was my real passion. And culture-wise too, if you think about it, I'm mixed of 3 different ethnicities, I call it. My dad is Iraqi, he was born in Baghdad. My mom is Indian. So, and at heart, I'm an Italian. So that's it. So like my mom would cook pasta, Indian curry, and hummus on the same dining table. That's how I grew up. So coming back to the story, then I said, you know what, I really want to build something. What can I do? What can I do? Staying close to home. So I said, you know what, I can cater. But for catering, what kind of food I can enter? Because I could either go Mediterranean or I can go Indian or there, just one field. But that was in my heart. I wanted a little bit of everything. I want some Korean, I want some Thai, and everything, of course, has to be halal zabiha. That is another topic which is super unique. So I said, you know what, pizza is like a canvas. So because I really believe that the flavors are beautiful everywhere, all around the world. So why just stick to one style? Why not pick up the best of the best from different countries and present it like a painting on a pizza? So that being said, I said, you know what, Neapolitan pizza. On a honeymoon, we had visited Naples. I'm like, that's one of the pizzas I had never seen anywhere, and that's something really cool, and it'll be close to. Sure, go ahead.
Did you go to?
Oh, yes, sir. So actually, yes, sir. So I actually flew myself. Literally cold turkey. I called my supervisors. Hey, you know what? Because the way it works with my gigs, they actually call you in and they book you for the next 3 months, 4 months. I said, you know what? Hold on everything for my Volkswagen jobs. Just hold on everything because I'm making a trip. So on paper, I'm still part of Lamborghini. So that's what's up. So I didn't mess that up. It's kind of cool. They send me a couple of souvenirs, belts, and cool stuff like that. Oh yes, because on the record I'm still there, and I'm still like they still want me to get back in that, Well, so I flew myself to Naples, Italy, studied the craft of making these pizzas, came back certified as a pizzaiolo, and we started a little journey about I would say three years back. So
3 years ago is when you opened your first restaurant, or was that your catering?
2.5 years back. That's it. So my restaurant is 2.5 years back, but I designed a mobile oven.
Yeah.
If I pull this curtain, maybe you can see it too. It's I designed a mobile oven myself in my backyard. Of course, I'm not a mason. Brick by brick, that's how I started. I did have a budget, but I told my wife, you know what? This budget, whatever the savings are, you're going to use it for home because for 9 months I didn't earn a single penny. And what was I doing from morning 9 to 5, literally like a full-time job? I was focusing on this. I did a lot of research because that was my background as marketing, communication, research. So I said, I want to do a lot of research that why do businesses fail? Because everybody looks into why do businesses succeed. That's the easy part. But why do they fail? And what are the things I can learn from their mistakes? So I learned that, and that was the time, food trucks. Every third person wants to have a food truck. They spend almost from 150 as low as maybe like 70, 60. I said, you know what? No. Because at the end of the day, they can get to a site and they're going to sell pizzas for the same price. If I design my own oven, a mobile one, I'm going to sell it for the same price too. So it's kind of silly to spend so much. So I designed my oven.
You built your own mobile oven?
Oh, yeah. So I built 3 already. So the first one I built, on the first fire, it cracked. Of course, because I was super excited to go, oh my God, it's always going up to 800, 900. It cracked. Bummer. Second one did the same. But third one, I got wiser. So third one came out beautiful, and then I imported lava ashes from Hawaii for that one. So it retains the energy really well. And I put it on wheels, and that's when I started my little journey. I started doing farmers markets, Santa Monica. There's a city called Northridge. Different price structuring areas.
How did you get those jobs? Did you just cold call them?
No, I hustled just to get into a farmer's market. People don't believe it. It's a big hassle. First, of course, there's a close place over here. There were food truck nights happening. So I would just go talk my way into it because that was my profession before. I could sneak, convince them, just give me this parking lot and maybe give me some connection for electricity. Worse than worse, I was thinking, what's going to happen? Because I had to test my, level of how good I am, because my family, friends, everybody's going to love me, right? For the food. Everybody's going to appreciate it. Yeah, oh yeah, this is great.
They're not going to say anything bad.
Oh yeah, of course, right? But I said, you know what? And every morning from 5 to 9, I would practice outside making pizzas. So you can imagine how much my neighbors loved me for that. Because of course, they were the ones that they were getting the complimentary pizzas every day, Yeah. So, and then they started ordering too. No, Friday people are going to come in. There's a game. Can you practice? And I was like, sure, I'll practice and get you the pizzas then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I started. So I really built the confidence. Then I really want to test the waters out in the market. And because my flavors, as I said, are totally different. It's not just pepperoni and cheese. So I really wanted to introduce people. I wanted to see how they react to it, right? But still keeping in mind, I had my Volkswagen gig in hand. So I tried that, and all of a sudden people really, really appreciated what I did. I said, all right, great, so this is awesome. So maybe now I can officially form a company, because I didn't even have a name. The 786 degrees came in later. I just put a board saying wood-fired pizzas, that's it. So I tried that and people appreciated it. They said, oh my God, you have a website. That's little things. I didn't have anything. So I tried. And then all of a sudden I came up to know about, somebody suggested, hey, there's in Las Vegas, there's a pizza expo and there are competitions. I'm like, are you kidding me? I have no time. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm busy with all my little farmers markets. They're like, Ali, if you win, there's a big grand prize. I'm like, why are you wasting time? Sign me up, because I needed every support possible. And it's also like a testament, if you go and compete and
totally.
People are loving your pizza, that means, okay, you're on the right track. And with God's blessing.
So when you were creating your oven, like, what did you come up with your recipes, or how did you take the dough recipes that you learned from your visit to Naples, or what did you come up with the ideas for the pizza?
So what my idea was, taking the best from different countries, right? So the dough recipes is very simple. Everything is online, so nothing special. But the way I did it, the way I made it, it makes it different. And by practicing it like thousands and thousands of times, I initially had 4 different dough recipes, because all my pizzas, like the Mediterranean ones, go really well with a different kind, and like my Indian style pizza goes with a different kind. So initially when I would go to farmers market, I literally had like about 20 of each. And then I realized, oh my God, this is too much work. So I have to come up with something which is just one shot, which goes along beautifully with everything, and I can master on that. So that's when I use Caputa brand, and that's my favorite. It's one of those things because I fall in love with it first, and I really took it and made it, in my idea, 10 times better kind of thing in my style, so complementing my pizzas. So that's what I did.
So you don't have any, you have no like, I mean, you did get it certified as a pizzaiola, so that's something, but you didn't have a culinary background or anything.
Not at all. Even today, I jokingly tell my staff that in fact they cut onions better than I could ever. but that's exactly what I want to share with people, that it doesn't work that way. I get people with culinary background, cordon bleu people with like maybe 12 years experience, and they come in and they're looking for a job, and I'm afraid I cannot even give them an opportunity because I don't see that passion in them. They have to have the vision, and that's what I want to share with people. If I could get my point across, you don't have to have, because people get so confused. I mean, so full of the ideas about, oh yeah, you want to be a chef, you got to go to school, and then of course they have a loan of $60,000-$70,000 behind it, right? But what's more important is what the end product is. So because I
think nowadays, especially with the internet and with the availability of information, is not the problem. It's the attitude and the willingness to put in the hard work to get to the end result. That's the problem. Like, people aren't willing to do that. They think that I'm gonna go to culinary school, I'm gonna get a degree, and I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna get a great job and be a chef somewhere at a famous restaurant. It doesn't necessarily work like that, regardless of what
and after looking at the media too, they're like, oh my God, yes, I went to school, I deserve that pay.
Right.
No, you don't deserve it. Let me give an example of the mindset I had. For example, I didn't have to build my own oven. So why did I do that? It was a push test to myself, right? Hey, if I really can do this, right, which I have zero idea over, then making pizza is the fun part, right? So I can really go through the pain of making those and cracking those ovens and getting yelled at from my wife to clean up it later. 6 months later, I finally did it. So yeah, all that is part of it. And if I can go through all that hassle to get that done, oh yeah, then the fun part is making pizzas, being creative with it. Oh yeah, that comes in easy. So not many people, because many times people are like, Ali, why are you doing it? It's not too expensive. You can actually import something from here, or you can buy from. I can easily do that, right? But then I don't have that feel. It's like, okay, God bless, you can afford a Lexus, just go buy a Lexus. But how about designing your own car? It's a different pride between it, right? And I really wanted to understand how this oven works so I can master that. So, so because it still cracks, but I know how to fix it and how to maintain it too.
Nice. So in your restaurant, what was it like opening your restaurant? So you obviously did the wood fire thing. You're used to hustling. You're used to going to these farmers markets and getting clients. I
went for the competition. That's when one of my pizzas, the Bombay Tikka Masala, won first place.
What year was that?
That was 2013, I want to say, 13, 14.
Were you shocked when you won? Was that your first competition?
First competition ever.
And you won?
Yeah, I was the highest score, highest ranking. My buddy Lamarca, of course, he has done a couple of shows with me. He calls me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did decent. He calls me, Ali, you're the highest scorer. I get goosebumps thinking about it. I was like, hold on.
That's crazy, because I've talked to like Tony Gimignani, Lamarca, all these guys, in every single one of them, their first competition, they were like dead last.
That's what I'm saying. I guess it's a power of blessings which comes in rolls along too, and that's inbuilt in the name itself. 786 degrees. I can probably tell you the meaning of that later. But so I really believe, I just want to open my heart and do my best. And he calls it, Ali, you got to compete tomorrow again. And that, so I came back with the trophy and everything. I was like, you know what? Hold on. So once this happened, now I'm on the right track. So all these crazy ideas of flavors I get, I really want to implement that. And then the media started following me for the next, like, Ali, we really need to interview you for the local channels, but we cannot come in Irvine for 3 hours break when you're at the farmer's market. We need a stable place. So I was forced into a restaurant. So that too, my restaurant is literally 10 minutes away from my home. And for LA people, that's really fortunate. It's unbelievable for people when I tell them that my work is 10 minutes away. It's not possible. But yeah, because I found that restaurant. Yeah, I just found
really street apart.
Yeah, I did a lot of research. Then I found this place. I said, you know what, and it's not a place too which people come often. Like no walk-in customers, and it's more like a destination. You really have to, even the city, which is Sun Valley, you have to Google it. Where does it exist? So I have to get ideas like, where Jay Leno's garage is? It's like 5 miles south of that, and 5 miles north of Burbank, and that's when they get the idea. So because I really believe if you serve a product with the high-end caliber, people will come to you.
Yeah. And that shows because you have like 4 million reviews.
It's a blessing, buddy. How that happened, because the concept, that's what it was. It's not just to serve pizza. Pizza is a byproduct. I'm just trying my best to serve a lot of love and respect in the form of pizza. So
was that intentional? Like, I know we talked before the show or earlier today. You're like, you know what? It's not really intentional. My intention was to just have a really good product and really good service, and I knew that would come. Is that really what happened to you in the beginning, or what was your philosophy? Because I know you have a lot of reviews, and like you said, you have to have a really good product where you're located for people to come travel to you, because it's not like there's a lot of people around you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, my vision was, my idea was to serve a product in a way and serve a service in a way that the consumer, the guest coming in, feels guilty not to spread the good word, when they go back home. So once we fill them with such amount of love and the respect and the food, which will blow their mind away. Now you can imagine when people walk in, they have an attitude. It's like, I'm a New Yorker. Give me a pepperoni with pineapple. It doesn't exist. Imagine turning that into, they're like, oh my God, I just tried this pizza with cucumbers on it. It's one of the best pizzas in my life. That's awesomeness,
So you're doing something different. So you not only did you say, I'm going to make the best pizza that I can, but I'm also going to be different.
Yeah, the idea of being different was I really my research part came in handy. Say, you know what, I want to take the best again from everybody, right? So and then I would love to show my love for Tony Giuliani, of course, and his videos online. For people like me, 3 a.m, you have to be so passionate, be so cuckoo that I would watch his videos, the way his hand movements and everything. And people, I mean, of course, everybody loves him, but they don't know what happens. And majority of my success, or whatever you want to call it, I want to give it to him because it's part of him, and he doesn't even know about it. But that's
he will now.
He will now. But so watching those videos, and that's how much it helps, and how it's like education is there, the knowledge is there. You have to have the sense enough how to go and pick it, and then use it in your advantage. So that's what I did. So that's when I designed different flavors and try to understand the market I am in, because I'm heavy 95% Latino, and people are like, Ali, are you sure this location is going to work for you? Because people don't even, and you're serving gourmet food. They have never even left LA County, and you're taking them to Istanbul and Korea, and what you're doing. It's like, no, magic will happen. Watch.
So wait a second. So you have Korean pizza on your menu?
Oh, it's on my secret menu. That's what's up.
How do you get that? How do you get the secret menu?
I have about 56 different gourmet, pizzas designed already. Yeah. So I have 12 seasonal. So what I've done is, believe it or not, to any pizza person when I share, they're like, what? Number 1 point, I have never delivered a single pizza. Wow. So the idea is that pizzas are not designed for delivery. They're designed to be consumed as soon as they come out of the oven. Number 1 point. Number 2, and that's when I'll tell you why pizza considered me as a pizza nasty. My guess.
That's awesome.
Number 2 point is first timers, they can never call in an order. Even though their family friends have suggested them what to order, no, they have to come in and try in front of us. Now, here comes the third and the crazy one, right? This just started when I first started the business. It is like that open challenge. For example, you cannot even attempt to pay us a single penny until the chef is happy with your satisfaction. That means you have no power over anything. If I don't see a big smile on your face, the pizza's on us. But here's the deal, though. I keep on making different pizzas until I can win you over. Right? So many people say, oh, my God, Ali, so you mean the pizza is free? That's what you think. Wait until you try it. You're going to take 4 home. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so but that's the hard work we do behind, to serve a product in a way it's going to blow their mind. So what happens
If
is
everybody ran their business like that, though, they would have no problem. No, I mean, listen, not everybody can have the business where they say you have to come here and eat it. Like some people just don't have the style of pizzeria. But if they led with the philosophy of our job's not done until you're 100% satisfied, they have no problem.
It says on my day for my door too, like when people enter, it says I have a big wall, and that's what it says on it, for pizza addicts only. So you better watch out. If you're a pizza addict, you're welcome because you understand what you're doing. And people are like, oh no, but I'm not a pizza addict. It's like, wait until you try us. We'll turn you into an addict. And also on the door it says, your satisfaction is what we want, and we really appreciate you coming over, because if you really think about it, buddy, there are thousands of other food places for lunch or dinner. If they're choosing a small business like ours and stepping in and supporting us, that means a lot. So gratitude is I 100% believe in, and I share, and I still feel super fortunate that imagine this, I can do this with you, and my little boy is actually watching me from the corner. So this is a blessing. So he sees his dad doing it, and this is how life works, and he already feels he's a big chef and he beats me any day.
Does he cook pizza?
He pretends to. Oh yeah, he makes.
You ever bring him to work and let him work the oven?
Oh yes, he loves it. In fact, at home when I would practice, he grew up with it. You know how they say it's going to be for him, like his family business, not for me, but for him, yes. And especially when how the PMQ we were blessed to be on the cover, and besides being on the cover part, the front part was my team was in it at the restaurant, which I call my family, and number 2, biggest thing because of which I changed everything was my kids. So my kids were in it. Now my son, being my son, he goes to school. He shows that everybody for like 2 weeks. He was a big celebrity. In fact, he sent his principals, his teachers to our restaurant. Imagine that. For eating. Oh yeah, Ghazi sent us. So then I turn around to my team. I was like, come on, shame on you guys. Look, this is how you do marketing. A little 5-year-old boy is doing it, and you guys have to,
That's awesome.
Really.
Speaking of team, so obviously your team must have as much passion as you do. How do you find those people?
The passion is something you can ignite. The way I look at things is the only thing you have to see is a little spark, right? So it's you, the leader, has to put in the fuel in them and like burn it up. So I have just like me, because I couldn't look for people who have like way more experience, because I don't feel it's fair, because I didn't have any experience.
Right.
So what I have to do is if you just show me a little spark of passion in life, not even cooking, not even anything else, just in life. If you believe and you really want to make yourself, your lifestyle better, then you're part of 786. I'll take care of the rest. Don't worry about it. So everybody in my team, I'm the guy who trained them. And it's a blessing and an honor. I would love to share it. And my pizza friends, family, they would really appreciate this. The last time I actually made a pizza for my guest coming in, was probably about 10 months back.
Really?
I never made a pizza after that. Now, why am I sharing this? And really, really in my heart, proud of it too, because my idea was, it's not Ali's show. It's 786's show. So at the same time, it's not that, oh yeah, you want Ali to make a pizza, it's going to be awesome. No, if I would really be stuck inside, right, then I just made a fancy business for myself. No, and I don't want the accolades. When people come in, they go really nuts and they shower with blessing. Hey, this is the best pizza. God bless you guys. That's what they say. I want my team to take, the feeling in it, because they really work hard. And I'm just the trainer guy. I'm just trying to make it look cool. So I come in and people get excited, and they're like,
I love that. I think that your passion obviously comes through. And I like the fact that you said, experience doesn't matter. You have to have passion. And even if it's a little passion in life, you can have that translate into business with someone who's a leader.
If you're ready for it, because your lifestyle will change, the no license you have, you're traveling in bus, that will change. That's my guarantee, right? You don't have car for like 7 years now. That is going to change if you're ready mentally for it, and you will give time to your family. That is going to change. So if you're mentally ready for it, all those changes, and try to become a better version of yourself, you don't have to be Ali. You're a better version of yourself, the best of the best. That's when you can become part of it. So that's my interview process, and also incentives, like a couple of they're super young people too. The coolest thing is when you see the parents coming in from next let's say competition places or whatever, taco places. They come in with their daughter and they're like, Ali, I would love you to, please, can my daughter work here? And it's like, really? Because everybody else is mostly men. Are you going to go on a young daughter? It's like, yeah, because they feel so secure, and they feel like this is where the kid can learn something and become something out of it.
Right. And you have to, you obviously back it up, because it's easy to say those things, but you have to actually back it up.
Yeah. And it's really humbling, buddy. You know, when people come in with that love and the parents come and give you a hug of the team working, you know, it's like, oh my God, you made my son save money. He wishes me on Mother's Day, takes me out, you know, like he spends family time. Really? How is that happening? So I tell them, hey, I'm not only going to teach you how to be, I call it a ninja at the restaurant, be the best of the best, you know, and making pizzas, serving them. No, I'm going to make you best in life. That means best in school as well. So if you show me all A grades, I'm involved with them 100%. Like literally like my brothers, my sisters. So if they're 100%, I mean, they get all A's, they get a bonus. We have a party at the restaurant just because this guy scored 96 on a SAT, and we have done it. So not only waiting for the birthdays to do that, so they feel like, oh my God, yeah. So, and they feel that because the mindset is a human psychology wise, if they're really, really killing it at school, they will be the best at work. If they are the best at work, they will do the best in school. And if they're not as good at work, they are really bad at school. It's guaranteed. So it's the mindset of them. So I just have to take them, put them on the right track, and fire them up, and nobody can stop them.
Well, you're very inspirational. I want to come work for you.
Nah, you just come in and let me serve you my pizzas, buddy, next week, and I'll be honored.
So let's get, so you have so many reviews on Yelp and Google. Do you ask for them, or they just, out of your experiences of what you just described, they kind of feel obligated to go leave you a review?
That is the secret. It's nothing hidden. You know, the idea behind that is there's no way in my restaurants anywhere it says Yelp or any word about it. In fact, the coolest thing is people come in like, oh my God, did you guys know that you guys are one of the highest ranking restaurant in Los Angeles? Or so we pretend. I was like, really? Because of course we know, right? So right, like, oh, right. Really? They go like, oh yeah, you didn't know that? Oh my God. So that's the beauty. That's the excitement on the faces. No, I mean, the idea is that's not about how, and as I was telling you earlier too, followers on Instagram, yes, you can grow that. Likes on Facebook, yes, you can grow that. But a review, you cannot grow that. You have to earn it. And it's really, I would say there are 100 different things you have to do. So for them, and even if you get a chance, and the viewers too, if they get a chance, go and just check the reviews up. When you see people writing a page essay, it's like, hold on a second, really? Because it takes me like 10 minutes just to read it. So, with correct spellings and all that, I'm bad at spellings. So,
me too.
So it's like, it's a big deal. Oh my God, these guys are, really focusing, and they really want people to realize that. And coming back to the point, because they're so in one-sided, because they really, really fall in love with us, and like one shot, Yelp, not many people realize they filter reviews, right? So, right, if you see the reviews on the top, which is awesome, but you scroll all the way down, and they're filtered review, right? So we have about 450 filtered 5 stars.
Wait a second. So those are so you have 787 reviews on there, right, as of today? You have another 400?
Yes, sir. All the way at the bottom. And we have about that amount is 5 stars. Why? Because when you study Yelp, they say it should not be too like awesome or too bad, right? So it has to be in between. So, but I guess what we do, people get so hyper and excited. They really want to give us many of the reviews say, oh my God, I wish we would have 10 stars. I want to give them 12, When these reviews come, Yelp just snatches it away. And of course, they consider, I call them stealing, but they consider it, oh yeah, it's filtered. So it happens. That's why when you see places with about 3,000 reviews, which are awesome, but they just have 200 or maybe 100 hidden. And over here, we have about 700 to 800 about 5 stars, but about more than half of them just hidden. And that really breaks the heart. But at the end,
you know what it is with you too? It's amazing. First of all, it's hard for pizzerias to get a review, right? First of all, a good, bad or good, it's not super common. Like, yes, there's a lot of reviews, but to have over almost 1,000 reviews in the 2.5 years you've been open, like that's almost one a day.
Yeah. There's not much I can say, buddy. People are really, really kind. Let's put it that way. And also the name says it all. Not many people realize what because everything I did, it has a logic behind it. The name 786. Now people are like, Ali, so of course there's 800. We all know there's 800 degrees. And I have super respect for Anthony, the guy who founded it. But the idea is, in fact, when I was talking to him, I told him, hey, buddy, we are about 14 degrees cooler than you. But guess what? Our name is filled with a lot of love and affection. How? Because 786 numerologically means may God shower blessing upon you. And he's like, what? I'm like, yep. He's like, oh, good job, buddy. So that's what it actually means. That means if I say 786, I just blessed you. You don't even realize that. And if you say it, it's over, comes back. So when I was first starting the journey, and my cousins, from my Iraqi side, my Indian side, they're like, oh, what's the temperature you bake your pizzas at? I'm like, close to about 750 to 800. They're like, you know what? Why didn't you go with that number? I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. I need all the powers possible. And I can attest to that, because 3 years back, this was just my dream. I knew how to kill a pizza. Now I can know how to make a killer pizza.
That's awesome. So all right, you're going to go, how many times have you won Best Pizza now?
Well, in regional wise, I would say a couple of times. And Las Vegas, I would say 2017, 2018, the baking show, we won first place for Istanbul. It's a Turkish style pizza. It has a chicken Turkish doner kebab, which is marinated for 72 hours. And then I finish it with fresh cucumbers and a yogurt-based sauce called Haider sauce. Now, just the Haider sauce is so authentic. It's considered the mother of all yogurt-based sauces. It has about 21 different herbs and spices. Whereas at tzatziki, the Greek style, the yogurt-based sauce has about 6. So when I'm saying it will represent that country, to honor that country, when Turkish people walk in, they're like, man, this is like my grandmother's food. Boom, that's my compliment. People saying, oh yeah, this is awesome pizza. Nah, I'm not happy with that. Then they say things like, oh my God, you remind me of my grandmother's cooking, or then I'm happy, I'm satisfied, because that was the idea.
Yeah. So, and you probably get people from all over because they see the reviews and they search pizza in your area and you're number one. So they probably come from all over the place.
Yeah, totally. Like visitors, like tourists too. And many times you see they have a list of places they have to visit. It says Disneyland. Kind of like you, right, with the family. Yeah. Then it goes Disneyland. It says Universal Studios, which is close by. Then it says 786 degrees. I'm like,
nice.
So, yeah. So like if they have like 3 days and they have like 6 meals they have to kill, we are one of them. So that's a big deal.
That's great. Like you've done that though. You've done that by your passion.
Yeah, I mean, there was Japanese media people. They came in, I would say maybe a month back. They were like, "Oh yeah, you're really popular in Japan." I'm like, "Really?" Yeah, because till now I haven't introduced a Japanese style pizza. But they're like, "No, people like your food." And she was showing me, on her phone that people take pictures, and like buses come in with Japanese tourists with cameras and the whole shebang.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah,
you're famous.
It's a blessing. Let's put it that way. Even at the store, people come in. So you're the boss. So you're the owner. It's like, no, these guys are. I'm the blessed guy. That's my title.
That's awesome. So what's up? What's next for you? Where are you going now? What do you want to do? What are you going to do next? Now that you've grown a successful business, you have a good team. What's the next step for you?
I really believe that you're defined by your self-belief, and that belief of yours defines your reality. So that's my concept rolls around. So I would say the next level is my vision is to spread what I'm doing right now, because the smiles, the happiness I see on people's faces, and the secret of what I'm doing is being a business person. Money was never my incentive. It was never that, oh my God, I want to be a millionaire. I want to do this. I want to do never. It was just to serve. So I feel like I was born to serve. And what is the best way I can do that? And in the background, the charity work and all the good stuff, that was my dream. So I feel like I'm just a middle source of helping people who cannot help themselves. So, and in that scenario, God keeps on blessing us for some reason or the other. In other words, I make God guilty to hook us up, and that magic happens. It's a way you have to be cuckoo a little to achieve, what we have done. So that being said, buddy, yeah, am I looking for a place to expand? Yes, because getting a line out the door all the time is a little stressful for my team. So hopefully we get more room to sit. And when would I do that? When the right opportunity strikes. So no hurries. Every day is better. And I asked my team, hey, are you guys having fun with it? They're like, absolutely, Ali. They're in no hurry because people are so focused on the destination again, you're right? They forget the journey.
Yeah.
And I really want my team and my family and to cherish every moment, like this interview. Oh my God, this is beautiful. And they kind of have fun with it and kind of grow along with it, because every step will take you forward to be a better human.
Did I hear you writing a book too?
That's the idea. Yeah. And my idea behind that is to defy the norm. So that's my concept. That's what 786 is all about. That's what I'm all about, because if I would always think, oh, pizza world, I'm not even 100% Italian, or I wasn't even born in Italy, or I don't know any friend's family anywhere close by in the friend circle who has a restaurant, I can never do it. Then how did I still do it? Because I really, really felt, no, you can actually defy the norm. You don't have to go to culinary school. You just have to believe in one person, and that is you. And that belief of yours will take you. It's a lot of pain, a lot of hard work. But if you really, really believe in yourself, you can actually, just fly by. and then every hard work you put in, it comes in like 10 times more bountiful. So when people like Jay Leno walks in, Jay Leno, he can own our own city, you know. And he walks in, and that was really, really cool because KTLA.
Did he leave a review?
No, I'm still waiting.
What the heck? We got to get him on there.
He said something which is like 100 times better. So KTLA 5 was shooting, right? There's a little show locally. It's pretty big. And then he walks in. Imagine the coincidence level of that. And these camera guys turn around and they're like, "Hey, Jay, what you doing here?" He's like, "My friends can't," he said, "shut up talking about 786. So I had to come in to check out what's it all about." He's like, "Hey, Jay, would you mind being on a show?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So next thing you become from the original show, it becomes his show. And then of course he comes in, I give him because I go through introduction. Because everything we do is different, unlike any other place. So he goes through that and he's like, "Uh-oh, so that means I cannot get my pineapple, I cannot get my pepperoni sausage." I'm like, "No, you might be a guru and a king in your business, but this is my kingdom." So yeah, many times that's what I do. You cannot even attempt to try something because people try to find the pepperoni. No, I just make them sit, and because the deal is still on, right? Because I know what I'm doing. So the only way you can attempt to pay is, let me do my magic, and then let's see what you think. So he sat down, 4 guys killed 8 pizzas. Wow. And then he stands up. He's like, "Oh my God, chef! I went to Turkey. I went to Italy. I went to India. I went to Morocco." So yeah, you're right. This is one of the best pizza places I've ever tried, and that was really honoring. And still, then people come in. He sends people too. They're like, "Hey, what's J Chef special?" We don't have a J special, but if people ask me for that, I'll make up one.
Just make a pizza, right?
That's it. You know, this is the one. So people love it anyways. It's kind of cool.
Very. It's a great story, man. So if people are watching this live or they're watching this later, you are going to be at the Pizza Expo this year, right?
Yes, I am. In fact, I'm going to be at the Pizza Expo as well. I'm competing as well, and I would love to come and meet up as well. And also, I might be on the booth as a demo for Marafoni as well. So
nice. So people can come up to you, say hello, shake your hand, all that stuff.
Yeah. Just go 786. That's what's up. So I know you.
That's awesome. Very inspirational. I love your story. I love your passion. I love your, I do a lot of interviews and I talk to a lot of people, and I often find the most successful ones, and it's not necessarily like you said, monetarily successful. It's like life successful. Yeah. Like what they're doing, and they're passionate about it, and they enjoy themselves. And I think that a lot of people who are stressed out in their business have lost their passion. And the reason why they started their business is that they can just find that a little bit. Maybe they'll get a little bit more life into their business in themselves.
So true, buddy. I mean, if you think about it, in my story, an immigrant, number one, no culinary school, right? And then coming to the United States, right? Check this out. Being Iraqi Indian serving Italian food to Latino community. But that only happens in the United States. So that was the dream come true. And then things like this happen. Boom, And this is just like a dream come true. It's like, really? It's like, yeah, Ali, you deserve to be on the cover. I was like, it's an honor. So that's what life is all about. Just following your dream. And as I say, being realistic is killing of your vision. So you have to be visionary and just keep on going for it and make magic happen.
You need to do some more. You need to do more videos on Instagram and YouTube, just like that, like motivational restaurant videos.
Yeah, you think so?
We're gonna make you do that.
Yep.
We're gonna make you do that. I'm gonna have everybody go follow. You want some inspiration about the business? Go follow Ali.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to, buddy. I would love to, because I feel like whatever is happening is not just mine. It has designed to have to share this. The more I share, the more is gonna come back.
I love it. So go follow Ali. 786degrees.com is his website. On Instagram, 786degrees, and Facebook, same thing. Go check out his reviews. He's got a ton of them on Yelp. Maybe you'll learn something of how you can, get the people in your business to come in and give them a little bit more hospitality than you normally would, which will turn around for you business-wise, because they're going to go spread the word for you. So, Ali, thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else I missed or anything you want to add before we wrap it up today?
What people think about service, I would love to put that out, because that's the biggest thing, because people believe service is what you do for people, right? What I believe, service is what you do for people, but what hospitality is how you make them feel.
Yeah.
That's when the magic happens. So when you believe in it so much, and boom, forget about the reviews. Oh yeah, they will come back again and again, and they fight with it. Like, how come Yelp can steal it? It's like, oh, write to them. So that's
cool. That's awesome. So I'm excited. We'll see you at the Pizza Expo. Thank you guys so much for watching at home. Go follow Ali, and if you see him at the Pizza Expo, whether it's at our meetup or demoing. Go check him out. Say hello. Shake his hand. Tell you heard him on the Smart Pizza Marketing
I'm
Podcast.
always here, buddy. I'm super approachable and I'm designed to help. So,
guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week on the Smart Pizza Marketing Podcast live. We're not